What is going on, guys? This week we're going to be looking at some effects in Premiere Pro that are built in, and they're also great for easily and quickly color grading or color correcting your footage. So the first effect that I've got on this list is the brightness and contrast effect. Now I know it's a pretty basic effect, but I always apply one to a clip that needs color correction. Say you're trying to match up two shots that are supposed to be right after one another, and one of your shots is too dark and the other one's too light. Honestly, you'd be surprised how far brightness and contrast can go. Now after that, we've got the three-way color corrector effect. So the main focus of the three-way color corrector effect is that it's built up of three color wheels. One changes the color of your shadows, the other one changes the color of your midtones, and then the last wheel changes the color of your highlights. The shadow wheel changes the color of your darkest parts of your clip. The midtone wheel kind of changes the grays, like they're not really dark or light, they're in between, they're gray. If everything was black and white, those would be the grays. Those are the midtones. And then the highlights wheel changes the color of the brightest part of your images, like the whites and the just super bright colors. Now to change the actual color of your midtones, highlights, and shadows, what you're going to need to do is drag the little dot in the center of the wheel towards the color that you want to change your highlights, midtones, or shadows to, and then with the yellow bar that comes out from the middle, you can drag the yellow bar more towards the color that you want or away from the color that you want to increase how much of that color you're going to use in your shot. Three-way color corrector is one of the best tools to use in Premiere Pro for just simple, quick color grading. I mean, it's like a super easy way to just color grade your footage, make it look a little nicer. So I definitely recommend getting in the habit of just popping one of those on your clips and then playing around with all the colors to see if you can make your image look better. Okay, and then last, and probably one of my favorite effects built into Premiere, besides warp stabilizer, is the Lumetri color effect. So Lumetri color is kind of like your full set of color correcting tools in one effect. It's got brightness and contrast, plus color wheels as well, and then it's also got RGB curves, which are really useful for changing the RGB values of your footage. And then in the creative section of Lumetri color, you can actually put in some pre-made LUTs that come with Adobe Premiere Pro, and they can make your footage look really good. And then when you put a LUT on, you can actually alter even more, like how much you want the LUT to show, the intensity of the LUT. And so LUTs are kind of a cool way to start out with like a simple grade, and then you can build on it yourself after you have kind of that base color grade. I actually think Lumetri Color has vignette as well, so that's another feature to look at, I guess. And then it's literally got a lot of options and dials and sliders that I don't even know what they do. They're all related to color grading though, so it is kind of like your all-in-one color grading effect. So my advice is that it's definitely beneficial to like look around the Lumetri color effect, because you'll probably find some pretty cool stuff that you didn't know about. I could go on my computer right now and find some stuff I didn't know about in the Lumetri color effect, because there's just so much you can do with color grading just with that one effect. So go check it out if you have Premiere and play around with it. Anyway, my name is Chase Diopsmer. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you liked it, and then also make sure to subscribe, and I will see you next week.